which is Via.
Dakota Harry Bush.
Dude, what a funny
name. Actual nickname?
Yeah, Dakota Harry Bush versus Viacheslav Borshchev. Let me start that over. Harry Bush versus Viacheslav Borshchev.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You want this one?
Yeah. Yeah. So, Borshchev he's another Russian fighting out of Team Alpha Male. You can guess what his style is already just by knowing those.
Grappling, right?
Yeah, he's good all around, but like this dude's a fucking grappler. He stopped Chris Duncan in his UFC contender series fight back in October.
Right.
And now he's taking on Harry Bushman.
Bushman.
He's honestly pretty well-rounded himself. What?
I like him. I like Dakota Bush.
Yeah, like he's got solid jiu-jitsu. He's got solid. His striking's not bad either.
No,
but I'm not taking the Harry Bushman in this fight. I'm just gonna make it short and sweet. I feel like I dragged on the last one or 2 fights ago. I feel like I dragged the first 2. So yeah, I'll make this one quick.
Make it short and sweet.
Yeah. I'm taking Borshchev in this fight. I mean, he knocked out that dude Chris Duncan in his last fight. It was like a 1-punch ordeal. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. He's finished all 3 of those fights. He's only lost 1 fight, and that was to a split decision in December of 2020. So it's been over a year. I think he's gotten a lot better since then. And he's been in the LFA since he was in the LFA, like his second pro fight.
Right.
So that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. And then he lost that split decision to William Starks, and then he went to Titan FC and won 2 fights there, and then hopped right onto the contender series. So I like this guy's trajectory. This guy's when I was doing the tape for him, I was like, I'm going to keep an eye on this guy, especially if he wins.
Yeah, he's very interesting. He's got an interesting story.
Yeah, he's a -180, so he's not that big of a favorite. He is a favorite, but like I'll throw that on a parlay.
I would throw that straight.
All right.
But I'm not done. I'm just getting started. Dakota Bush made his UFC debut in his last time out against Austin Hubbard, lost one-sidedly, and I don't think Austin Hubbard is that good. He's got an 8-3 pro record, 8-1 amateur record, very extensive. He's a former state wrestling champion wrestler. Wins mostly by submission, as you'd think. I believe recently he moved his camp over to Glory MMA, which is my favorite MMA gym. James Krauss. I'm a huge fan of James Krauss. Unbelievably huge fan. He couldn't really get his striking going in his last fight, but the biggest thing was he couldn't get back to his feet after getting taken down, or he would get the takedown and get reversed right away. And it like the time just started to add up. He's taken on Viacheslav Borshchev. I keep fucking that up. Who only has a 5-1 record, but he was a former K1 kickboxing champ, coming off an impressive KO win on the Contender Series.
And he's got good wrestling.
He's got decent wrestling for a guy that's a kickboxer. I will say that.
I think he's got good wrestling in general, especially with like the team he's training out of.
That's fair to say. But he was taken down twice and out wrestled on the Contender Series. He was able to stand right back up, which is what you want to see from a guy who mostly does his work on the feet. If you get taken down, you get right back up. It's great to see. I'm not sure if I would bet this one 100%. But I am going to agree with you. I am going to go with Borshchev in this one, but I think it is a little closer in my mind.
I don't like Dakota Bush's top control enough to fucking say like, you know, like I feel like
that might be a problem.
Borshchev is going to be able to get back up.
And Borshchev is he's a strong dude. So I can see I see him getting right back up. He did it in his last fight. He made it look easy.
Yeah, and I could see him clipping him on the feet, like, and just taking it down to the ground after, like, if he drops him or something,
Right.
like, I could see him taking Dakota Bush down after, like,
Yeah, that's true. But just never count out that glory MMA.
What happened?
Never count out that glory MMA. James Krauss in your corner, anything's possible. But we are going to agree on this win. We're both going to go with Viacheslav Borshchev.